Like and subscribe now, or you're gonna have bad luck this week. Like and subscribe now, or you're gonna have bad luck this week.
Cartoons are a significant part of our lives, especially as children. We all grew up with The Simpsons, The Flintstones, Rugrats, Tom and Jerry, and Scooby-Doo. Characters from these cartoons were the heroes we secretly wanted to be. Do you wish you could meet your favorite cartoon characters in the real world? Thanks to some fantastic artists, we can see some real-life imagining of some of these characters. This video will look at a few of the real-life renditions of your favorite cartoon characters. Want to know if your favorite cartoon character made the list? Watch till the end and don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. Mickey Mouse. What comes to mind when you think of a real-life version of the Disney cartoon character? You probably think of a little mouse wearing pants, right? But if you look at the original drawing of the character, you will see that he is not like any other. An artist from How to Be a Dad tried to depict him, and in his artwork, Mickey Mouse does not have any hair on his feet, and it seems like he also forgot to put on pants, his shoes, and his gloves. Go dress up Mickey and try to come back as a cartoon character. Stitch. The genetically engineered extraterrestrial creature from Lilo and Stitch is so lovable and cuddly, you just want to hold him close to you. But after you see this picture from Boris Kiselicki in Experiment 626, you will probably let him stay with Lilo. In this rendition, he looks more like a monstrous blue koala, but that is not a reason not to like him, so long as he doesn't bite with those sharp teeth. Regardless, this seemingly dangerous creature deserves lots of hugs and love. When he gets that, he may just become the warm and cuddly pet we've always known. Jessica Rabbit. If there is one female cartoon character that we would like to meet in real life, it would be no one else but Jessica Rabbit. She is the epitome of desire. All the men want her, and all the ladies want to be like her. However, looking at this picture from Pixeloo, we can't help but realize that Jessica's beauty is totally unrealistic. The woman must have had a lot of plastic surgery to look like that, and we think she got a little too many facelifts around her eyes. Whatever the case may be, we are lucky that she is confined to the cartoon world. We wouldn't want this sultry seductress as a rival. Pikachu. We all wish we could catch a Pokemon and become best friends. That almost became a reality with the launch of Pokemon Go some years ago. After seeing this artwork from Colorbleed, though, we are not sure you would still like to be best friends with Pikachu. The giant yellow rat looks really scary and aggressive, and nature seems to have played a fast one with a tail for it to be shaped this way. Regardless, we still love Pikachu, and would love to meet him, albeit not in this world. Nevertheless, we definitely wouldn't mind meeting him in the cartoon universe. That way, they would remain the beautiful, cuddly creatures they are, and not some dangerous monsters. Homer Simpson. When we were introduced to the Simpsons characters 31 years ago, they were so likable and relatable that we never asked any questions about their looks. Wait until you see what Homer Simpson looks like as Pixeloo reimagined him, and you won't look at him the same way ever again. His eyes are so big that they look like cue balls you use when you play pool. He must have been lying a lot because his nose is really long, and we don't understand what is happening with his mouth, but this is not normal. There is absolutely no need to create a live-action TV show of The Simpsons. We love them as they are. Maggie Simpson. While Homer may not have been the best-looking man, we thought that his cute little daughter would be prettier. Unfortunately, this was not the case, as it seems like this man married a blow-up fish when you look at the baby they had together. We never clearly understood how Maggie's hair was styled, but now that we take a look at it, we won't let this baby play with hair gel anymore. At least compared to her father, she has eyelids, so she will be able to close her eyes. We have to admit that we would like to see a real-life Maggie on TV. If The Simpsons ever make a Halloween special in 3D animation again, she needs to be a part of the show. Montgomery Burns. This character would be better off in the cartoon universe, as no one would like this greedy man to be their boss. However, at least this time, Mr. Burns looks less scary than the Simpsons family members. His skin is so saggy that his nose would touch the ground in a few years. But we have to congratulate him for brushing his teeth twice a day for so many years because they look great. Or maybe he visits the dentist regularly? Either way, we wouldn't dare to ask. This man seems to have found the elixir of life, and he would rather keep his secret safe. Bart Simpson. We can't stop looking at these weird artworks inspired by The Simpsons, so here's one last one. Bart Simpson was recreated with 3D animation, and once again, we wish you could see in the cartoon universe because he looks so out of this world. The weirdest thing is that he has huge lips instead of a chin, but you would have liked to see him with his original color. Did you know that the Simpsons characters are yellow so that we can quickly make out that we're watching the show when we're flipping through the channels? It's the only thing missing in this bizarre artwork. SpongeBob SquarePants. You are probably already familiar with SpongeBob out of the water on the TV show. Once he dries, he looks exactly like a simple sponge. However, DeviantArt user Bawarner imagined him in another way. This time you can see all the little details on the sponge, and he looks scarier. This skin isn't so bad, but once you look at his face, you won't want to swim in the sea ever again. And his pants seem so complicated to put on. Look at how many belt loops there are. Still, at least one great thing can save SpongeBob, and that would be his imagination. As long as he stays in an imaginary world on TV, then we are all safe. Squidward tentacles. We know what a squid looks like in real life, but what about this cartoon character? Thanks to this 3D animator, we'll have a chance to see what he looks like. By looking at this picture, Squidward doesn't seem pleased that someone reimagined him in 3D animation with his greenish skin and big head. He seems more like an extraterrestrial than a sea creature, and we have to admit that he looks a little bit old with his wrinkles and saggy skin, but he must never know that. This rendering of the creature is oddly fascinating. We cannot take our eyes off it. Smurf. And we have another cutie on this list, none other than the Smurf. This time we are not scared to go near this cuddly creature, as Nate Hallinan had reimagined it if we see it in the forest. It seems really much more inoffensive and adorable, this mushroom-like creature. It looks like a cute little mouse with a tiny child's body, but their blue skin makes them recognizable wherever you are in the world. What would you do if you ever saw one in the forest? We would love to meet everyone in their village, as long as we watch carefully so we don't step on one. Philip J. Fry. In Futurama, we are transported 1,000 years into the future, where we meet people who are not entirely human anymore. But even the ones who were born in our time look kind of weird when you look at how Miguel Miranda imagined Fry. His tennis ball eyes are enormous, and his mouth is pushed a little too much forward. And we don't know what his hair is made up of, but he's probably not a natural redhead. Maybe this is what happens when you're frozen for 1,000 years. Hubert J. Farnsworth. Since we are talking about Futurama, here is another character from the TV series. Once again, Miguel Miranda reimagined him, and it seems like Farnsworth didn't change. And if we didn't know him better, we would think that he looks like a villain. He has the nose of a witch and the mouth of a raven. We also bet that his eyes are enormous underneath those glasses. And even though this artist is really talented, it is so strange to think that we never realized that our favorite characters looked so weird. Peter Griffin. Here's another member of a family that we can't stop watching on TV. The characters from Family Guy look more realistic than those we see in The Simpsons. We think that Peter will look a little less strange. This DeviantArt user did a great job. The first thought that we have when we see him is that he looks like a potato with his round face without a neck. He's looking at us like we're a chicken that he would like to eat, which terrifies us a little bit, but just look at his tiny ears and they'll make you laugh. Stewie Griffin. When Peter is there, the toddler is not far away. That is because he wants to get rid of Lois, so be aware when you see him in real life. This baby might be after you, and you should not underestimate him as a 3D animation by Pixeloo. Stewie still has a big head in the shape of a football. He needs a lot of space in his mind for all those Machiavellian ideas. With his enormous eyes, he will be able to see everything that happens around him. And there you have it, cartoon characters in real life. If your favorite cartoon character is missing from our list, don't forget to tell us in the comments below. To get more content like this, hit the button, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.